Are you thinking about getting turtles? Make sure you watch this video to the end to see if a turtle is right for you. I want to start us off by saying that turtles are great pets if you can take care of them. They do require a lot of work. They are very smelly animals. They take a lot of room in your reptile room, wherever you may have. This is a quick glance of a reptile room. All of those dirty tanks you see back there all have turtles in them, which is why today is turtle tank cleaning day. This is our 150-gallon turtle pond right here. We have a handful, about 10 or so turtles in there, a couple different species, mostly red-eared sliders, yellow belly sliders. So turtles do take a lot of care. They need special lighting, special care when it comes to their water. They need big filtration. Think whatever size filter you need for a fish tank, for that size tank or pond, whatever you have for your turtles, pretty much double whatever you use for fish, because they create a lot of waste. Their food, they are messy eaters. When they eat food, they just tear it apart. They leave pieces of it all over the place. They need consistent water changes, partial water changes, filter changes. I mean, depending on how many turtles you have in there, it could be once a week. You need it once a week or twice a week if you have a lot of turtles that need constant water cleaning. Lots of food. They go through lots of food. They love to eat lots of different kinds of foods. But I'm not saying don't get turtles. I'm saying do your homework before you get a turtle. A lot of people can turtles. Some turtles can be very cheap. You can go to pet stores or reptile expos. It's gotten a little bit better now, but you should be able to pick up baby red-eared sliders for literally like a couple bucks. You still can buy baby red-eared sliders for like $5-10. This is a red-eared slider. They get very large. The little tiny quarter-size red-eared slider is gonna get 10 to 12 plus inches, and she's hefty. She probably weighs I don't have a scale, but she's heavy. It takes up a lot of space. You need large enclosures. You're not going to keep this turtle in a fish tank. She is currently in a 150-gallon tank with a few of her other tank mates, and they are going to begin upgrades soon. I'm getting a 300-gallon pond for them, and that's not even going to be big enough for them. They are eventually going to be getting built an outdoor pond, which is what large turtles like this eventually need. If you're keeping a single turtle like this, you could keep it in a 150-gallon stock tub that you get from Tractor Supply. That's fine. But if you're having more than one, you have to be thinking of 1,000+ gallon ponds to keep them in with very heavy filtration. If you're not keeping them outdoors, or keeping them like we do here in upstate New York, where it's too cold to keep them outside during the winter, inside during the summer, inside during the winter, they need special lighting. They need UV. Is very important for turtles. For their shell growth. If they don't have UV lights, their shells will not absorb the calcium that they need, and their shell will actually have deformities. I have a tortoise and turtles that I've gotten that have shell deformities because they weren't given the proper light, especially when they're younger, when the shell is mostly developing. They need that special lighting to make sure their shells grow properly and that they're healthy. Also, turtles are not cheap. You're going to spend a lot of money on your turtle with everything that we've talked about so far, with their enclosures and their lighting and their filtration. They cost a lot of money. Even if your turtle that you initially buy, like a lot of reptiles, some reptiles aren't very expensive to buy, but their enclosures and feeding and lighting and heating needs are way more money than the actual cost of the animal. So if you're scraping up the money to buy the animal, you don't have the money to buy the animal, don't get it. Buy your enclosure and your lighting and your heating and everything you need for your animal before you buy your animal. Because that honestly is going to be the most cost of getting your animal, especially turtles. But I've always kept turtles. So I've been keeping reptiles for over 23 years now. Turtles are an animal that I have never been without. My collection has fluctuated over the last 20 plus years, but turtles are an animal that I've always had. I've never been without having some sort of turtle. Like this little girl right here, this is a female southern painted turtle. She has been laying eggs, so I'm trying to get her an enclosure where she actually has access to dirt and get a male for her, so we can actually get some baby painted turtle eggs that will actually turn into babies rather than just being infertile eggs. Speaking of expense, I just want to show you a brief glimpse of the cost it takes to take care of turtles. Today, as you can see, our turtle pond is not looking the greatest. It is pretty dirty. It's been a couple of days. The filter's been running. It just hasn't been keeping clean. I've cleaned the filter several times over the last week, and it's just not getting the water clear. So we actually doing a water change, or a partial water change, and also the filter media on our FX6 filter over there. Which, if you're getting a filter for your turtles, especially a larger turtle pond like this, I highly recommend the FX series filters. Foodable is not a sponsor, but they make great filters to use for turtles. Their canister filters are great. If you want to be sponsored, Fluval, hey, I'm all for it. I just spent over $150 worth of your stuff today, so reach out. But the FX6 filter is a fantastic filter. Takes 3 different kinds of pads. We have white filter pads. We have blue filter pads. Those are both mechanical filter pads. We have these black black carbon filter pads, and we also have the biofoam pads. All of these go into that filter. It takes multiple 6 of the biofoam pads and at least 2 or 3 of each of the other circular pads. Plus, we have BioBall filtration inside that filter. So whenever you're looking for a filter, you want to look for the 3 different steps of filtration. You have your chemical filtration, which is the charcoal or carbon pads, or you can actually have charcoal bags of small pieces of activated carbon or charcoal in your filter. That is the chemical filtration. There is a biological filtration, which for us, we have those bio pads as well as the bio balls in there. They basically give a place for beneficial bacteria to live in your filter. That beneficial bacteria is going to break down a lot of the waste that your turtles, who create a lot of waste, it helps break that down and keep the water not just clear, but also safer and cleaner for your turtles. And lastly is mechanical filtration, which are those white and blue pads that we saw. Those are different levels of filtration, fine particles and ultra fine particles. They take the big stuff that you can physically see in your water, they take that out of the water. They keep that part of it clean. So you want to look for those 3 different levels of filtration whenever you're buying a filter specifically for turtles. You want all 3 of those in your filter. So I just want to give you an idea. This right here, that is white. Those are white. This is a turtle filter. Just a couple of days, I cleaned out this turtle filter probably about 3 or 4 days ago. It is completely saturated with gunk and grime and everything already, which is another reason why I am changing the filter media, because it is getting so full so quick. The filter media is old. It needs to be replaced, so replacing it will help not be able to change it so often. But that is what your turtle filter will look like with 10 plus turtles in a 150 gallon pond after just a few days. So lots of really nasty cleaning turtle stuff. So that isn't for you. I would suggest a different pet reptile. But if it is, and you love turtles as much as I do, I highly suggest a pet turtle because they can be one of the most rewarding, awesomest pets to keep. And I love aquatic enclosures. Over the last few years, specifically, I've been getting more and more aquatic species, frogs, turtles, even fish, and all of the stuff that goes into that, creating bioactive turtle enclosures with fish and snails and even like crayfish and plants and all the stuff that goes into keeping turtles in a really cool naturalistic bioactive type setup, which I will show you in a video shortly. We are going to be setting up our Reeves turtles, which are one of my personal favorite turtles. I'm so excited to actually have 3 of them. So we check back soon for setting up a really cool Reeves turtle enclosure. If you've gotten this far in the video and you still think turtles are right for you, then I think you should get one. They can be very rewarding pets. They are some of the oldest creatures that we can still keep as pets today. You can see this guy right here, prehistoric looking. Have lots of different fun enclosures you can make for them. Just make sure they're large enclosures, great filtration, and maybe you shouldn't start with this guy. If you found any of this video helpful, useful, fun, anything, entertaining, interesting, any of those things, make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe for us so you can see more videos coming out like this. Comment down below with your favorite part, your favorite turtle that you want to keep, and what you want to see from us next. I'll see you next time. Awesome guys. I said awesome a lot, but that's okay.